All right, I took the quiz, and it turns out I do put career before men. Get up.
What?
You're in my seat.
How is this your seat?
Because I was sitting there.
But then you left to go drop a deuce.
Well, it's not like I went to Spain. I went to the bathroom. You knew I was coming back.
What's the big deal? Sit somewhere else.
The big deal is I was sitting there last. That's my seat.
Actually, the last seat you were sitting in was in there. I heard you.
You guys, you know what? It doesn't matter, because you both have to get dressed before the big vein in my head pops. The play's gonna start any minute. The Danbury Senior Center play is gonna start any minute.
All right, Rose. I just have to do one thing really quickly. It's not a big deal. Get up!
Oh no, it's another one. No, I don't. Uh-oh. And then Nicolay. Do you have another mint? Mint.
Shira, I'm here to rescue you. I've got a table for you and Mitchum right here in the center.
Oh, bless you, Emily. I'm so undeserving.
Nonsense, it was a terrible mistake and it must be rectified.
Amazing.
The whole combo was, come, follow me.
Me, I love the Beatles. You know, Mission took me to see Paul McCartney last year, and I almost died.
So Richard tells me we have a little problem.
Really? Why?
Like the kids, Logan and Rory. Rory tells me that you weren't very thrilled with them with the dinner she had at your house last night.
I wouldn't say not thrilled.
Well, then what would you say?
Oh, Emily, this is a party.
I'm just curious.
Well, this may not be the time or the place.
Hello, you two. Drop by our table later. Well, let's make this the time and the place.
Consider the discrepancies in it.
Well, that's what's confusing me. They both come from good families, both have good values. Money doesn't seem to be a problem. We all have money.
Emily, there's your money, and then there's our money.
Oh?
And our family has a lot of responsibilities and image to maintain.
Oh, yes. Well, let me tell you this, Emily. We are just as good as you are. You don't think Rory is good enough for your grandson, as if we didn't know Logan's reputation. We do, but we still accept him he's still welcome at our house anytime. And you should extend the same courtesies to Rory.
Emily.
Now let's talk about your money. You were a two-bit gold digger, fresh out of the Hicksville when you first met Mitchell at whatever bar you happened to stumble into at that time. And why he decided to marry you among the pack of women he was betting at that time, I'll never know. But my hat's off to you for bagging him. He's still a playboy, you know. Well, of course you know. That's why your weight would go up and down by 30 pounds every other month. But that's your cross to carry. No one needs to talk about them. These are the ugly realities. Those two are staying together for as long as they like, and you won't stop them. Now, enjoy the event. Diane. Hello, Diane.
Well, Joey, I wrote a little song today. It's called Get Up.
All right, you can have the chair.
Really?
Cheese and crackers, did you just see what happened?
You know what? Okay, fine. Don't get up. You just sit right there. I just hope you don't mind, you know. My hand right here. Hold it. Okay. Oh, no, not touching. Can't get mad. Not touching. Can't get mad. Not touching. You can't get mad.
Okay, look, we have 19 minutes, okay, Chandler? Honey, I want you to go change, okay? And then when you come back, Joey will change. And he will have the chair vacated and everything will be okay, okay?
All right, fine. I'm going. But when I get back, it's Chair City. And I'm the guy who's going to sit in that chair.
Ooh-wee. Oh, Bill's in it. Oh, my God.
I suppose you didn't have time to sew these either.
Your socks? I'm sorry, Ralph. No, I didn't.
No excuse or anything? Haven't you got any excuse why you didn't sew the socks? I know why you haven't got any excuse, Alice. You're afraid to give me an excuse. Of course, you know that I know that you know that I know what you've been doing around here all day. Sitting there fooling around.
You know something? Right after you left the house this morning, I got in one of those silly moods of mine. You know how I get sometimes. So just for laughs, I thought, well, I'll do the breakfast dishes and make the bed and take the garbage down. Then when I came back up, I was still in such a funny mood, you know. I thought, why should I settle down to the drudgery of mending your socks? So I scrubbed the kitchen floor. Then you know something? I was still so giddy and so gay over this whole thing that I thought I'd really enjoy myself. So I washed all the windows. Then, Ralph, I went out and I did the marketing. And I came back with a pot roast, and I put the pot roast on the stove, and while it was cooking, I went in and cleaned out the bedroom closet. Now, I know that this may sound like work to you, Ralph, but it isn't. It's fun. It's just such good sport. Do you know why it's such good sport, Ralph? Because I'm so loaded with modern conveniences. Just loaded. With steam irons and vacuum cleaners and dishwashers and washing machines, to say nothing of this lovely new modern refrigerator over here. That will give you a rough idea, Ralph, of what a joy it is working around this apartment all day. You know why? Because it's so up to date.
Oh, you're a riot. A regular riot. You got it tough, all right. You got it tough. You got it too soft. That's the matter with you, but it's not going to be that way anymore because I'm putting in a new system. If I come in here in the morning and I tell you to do something, and when I come back at night, if that isn't done, you get one demerit. And you'll get one demerit every time you don't do something that I tell you. And you do not know what happens to you when you get 10 demerits.
Don't you try to bully me. I've got plenty to do around this house all day, and you know it. You come home here after working an 8-hour shift, and you're absolutely exhausted. You know how many hours I work a day, Ralph? 7 days a week, and I haven't There's an old saying, Ralph. Man's works from sun to sun, but woman's work is never done.
Good gosh!
I'll tell you why woman's work is never done, Ralph. Because she's got the toughest boss in this whole world, a husband.
Anybody want the sign?
That was cute.
It was. Just like that another
I know.
Jay.
Is this window 7?
Yes.
I'm afraid something rather complicated has happened with my driver's license.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, you see, I moved here from another state, and I let my driver's license lapse, and
Yes?
should I wait until you're finished?
I don't think so. It's a very long book.
But are you listening to my problem?
I can read and listen at the same time.
Anyway, I took the driving test again, and I passed it, and I got this temporary license, which has now expired. And I've never gotten my permanent one, and when I called about it, they said they had lost me in the computer. That they had no record of me taking the test, and so they couldn't send me a license, even though I did take and pass the test. It's your turn to say something?
Wait a minute.
Did you get it?
I wanted to finish the paragraph. Now, what seems to be the matter?
Well,
In one sentence.
I haven't received my driver's license.
Let me see if you're on the computer.
I'm not on the computer.
What is your name?
I'm not there.
How do you spell that?
I'm not on the computer. I went to window 3, and they told me there was no record of me on the computer.
I am not now window number 3. I am window number 7. And I need to know your name.
Otis Agnes.
Is that an A as in aardvark? G as in gesundheit? N as in nincompoop? E as in excruciating? And S as in seltzer? O as in octagon? T in tyrannosaurus? I as ignoramus? And S as in slow lingering death?
Yes.
Well, you're not on a computer.
I already told you I'm not on the computer.
Fine, I will give you an award at the end of the day. How else may I help you?
I would like to get my permanent license.
I am sorry. There is no record of you in the computer.
Yes, but I have a temporary license.
This temporary license has expired.
Yes, I
It's no
know it.
longer a valid license.
I know that. That's why I want my permanent one. I hadn't noticed it hadn't come in the mail until this one had already expired, and I presumed everything was all right.
A funny thing to do. If you had a valid driver's license, how did you get to the jurisdiction of the Department of Motor Vehicles?
I took the bus.
Can you prove that to me? What? I trust you did not drive your car yourself. Did you, Mr. Otis Agnes?
No, I realize my license is not valid.
That is correct. You have an invalid license. Good morning.
But you're not helping
How may I help you?
I want my driver's license.
But you must take the driving test.
But I took the driving test.
I have no record of that.
I know you have no record of it. Some schmuck lost it in the computer.
Kindly do not speak Yiddish to me. If you wish me to be an appointment, take the driver's test and go to window number 4.
I don't want to take the test again.
Well, when did you take the test before?
It's the same date as that's on my temporary license.
February 3rd, 1894? The Division of Motor Vehicles did not exist back then.
Let me see that. All right, it's a typo. It's clearly meant to be 1994.
I'm willing to agree with you. It's more likely a typo. You see, I don't stick to the rules on everything. I'm a human. What is your name again?
Otis Agnes.
Is that an A as in aardvark and G as in gesundheit?
Otis Agnes!
Let me see if I have your record on the computer.
You don't. I told you. Don't you remember?
Why are you shouting at me? When I'm shouting at, I don't feel like cooperating.
But you haven't been cooperating.
I have been cooperating. If I hadn't been cooperating, you wouldn't shout at me much earlier than this.
I want my license.
Well, you can't have it. You're not on the computer.
But that's not my fault.
And it's not my fault. We are both blameless. Isn't that a nice feeling?
You are not helping me.
I'm doing everything in my power.
But don't you have more power than you're using? Can't you, for instance, type me into the computer and then send me my license?
No, only the secretary of the driving test site can do that.
But when she forgets to do that at the time of the driving test, can't somebody else do it then?
If the secretary of the driving test site is willing to write a note admitting that she had, then type your name in, and then I can type your name and enter it into the computer, and then we'll fire her. Do you want her to lose her job?
No, I don't want her to lose her job. I want you to lose your job.
I don't see how you expect me to help you if you're going to be so hostile.
Isn't there anything you can suggest to solve this problem?
If you could relive the initial driving test when it was finished, you could ask to watch the secretary type in your name and your test results into the computer.
Your suggestion is that I relive the initial driving test.
It is hypothetical. Suggestion, I admit, a limit of what I can think of to assist you.
Can I see your supervisor, please?
My supervisor is in the other room shredding documents and cannot be disturbed.
Shredding documents. Should you be surprised? Look into my eyes. I want you to tell me what I should do that will solve this problem. And I want you to tell me right now.
Move out of Connecticut.
You know what? That's a good suggestion. Thank you.
Ohio's a good place.
All right. You will notice that I am fully dressed. I, in turn, have noticed that you are not. So in the words of A.A. Milner, get out of my chair, dillhole.
Stop jerking my gherkin, will you? Okay.
What are you doing?
Listen, you said you wanted your chair back. You said nothing about your cushion.
But the cushions are the essence of the chair.
That's right, I'm taking the essence.
We'll be back. Oh, there's nobody in the room.
Go, Kevin. Hey. Hey, go, Kevin.
When you're ready, please state your name and employee number for the camera.
That's a
Employee
policeman.
number 594. That's
Yeah.
one you're gonna get. Oh, I'm getting you more.
How long have you been an inspector?
About 30 years.
And how many parts would you say you inspect a day?
Not as many as your wife.
So, as an inspector, can you think of any way that a bad part may have gotten through?
You know what the problem is with you guys?
You don't have to
You
make
gotta
a
blame
bus.
somebody for everything.
These people have to make a
Sometimes
bus.
things just happen. Crap. You know, planes crash, buses fall off cliffs, and it looks like your mother did it with a frog. What are you gonna do?
I think we're finished.
Thank you. I'll take the tape. Send me the tape.
Okay, where's my underwear?
What? Come on, what? You took his underwear?
He took my essence.
Okay, hold on, Joey. Why can't you just wear the underwear you're wearing now?
Because I ain't wearing any underwear now.
Okay, then why do you have to wear the underwear tonight?
Hey, I gotta run in tux, okay? I ain't going commando on somebody else's fatigues.
Well, then, it looks like somebody is gonna have to give back somebody his cushions.
Okay, you hid my clothes. Now I'm gonna do the exact opposite to you.
What are you? What are you gonna show me, my clothes?
Opposite is opposite.
He's got nothing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who is it? Somebody's knocking.
Well, what a nice surprise.
I just happened to be in the neighborhood.
Doing what?
Coming to see you. Oh, Mary, I love your apartment. I love what you've done to it.
I haven't done anything to it.
Yes, I know. That took guts. Mary, I would kill for a cup of coffee.
That's why I'm going to offer you one.
Mary, the reason I'm here is because I've decided to audition for the Woman's Point of View spot on your show. In fact, I've already prepared what I believe is a solid piece of copy on the recent mudslides in Alaska.
How do you take it?
Very seriously.
I mean the coffee.
Experts agree that a good cup of coffee should be savored just as it comes from the pot. Hot, rich, and black. I'll just add a little cream and sugar.
Sue-Ann, why do you want to be on our show? You're the happy homemaker.
The happy homemaker is very unhappy.
About what?
I have been doing that show every day since July 1963. Do you know what that means, Mary? I have been smiling for 11 years.
I've never thought of it that way.
I want a job where I don't have to smile. I don't like smiling. It's against my nature.
Sue-Ann, you're smiling.
I am?
Uh-huh.
Really? I can't tell anymore. I'm in such a rut. Everything I do is mechanical. I just go through the motions.
Oh, well, Sue Ann, come on. Everyone feels that way about a job sometimes.
I can't pretend anymore. I'm in such a rut. I can't pretend anymore. I have cooked it all. I've eaten it all. I've cleaned it, trimmed it, and stuffed it twice.
Gee, I can sympathize.
Monotony has turned me into a bitter, spiteful person. I know you haven't noticed, Mary, but it has. I don't want to be that way. I want to be a nice person. And with your help, I'm going to be a nice person. Changing jobs is the first step.
Well, Sue Ann, that puts me in sort of an awkward position, because I'm going to try out for that part too.
No.
Oh, I wonder how a nice person would react to that bit of news.
Well, I don't think it's...
A nice person wouldn't point out the dubious ethics of an associate producer auditioning for her own show. And a really nice person wouldn't use phrases like conflict of interest and undue influence and two-bit double-crossing think.
Wait a minute, Sue Ann. In the newsroom, that's an allegation. I have no more influence over the audition than anybody else.
Mary, dear, in the language of the kitchen, that's a crock.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's going to bed.
Well, nighty-night.
Nighty-night? Oh.
Time for today's sensible meal. Where's my tuna quiche? You heard me. I said, where's my tuna quiche? I get 5 ounces of solid food a day, and I want my tuna quiche.
You mean that little pie?
Little pie? Little pie?
I wanted a snack.
A snack?
I thought it was a little fishy.
You ate my sensible meal? You ate my sensible meal?
Blanche, stop. You're out of control. Stop.
Oh my God. Oh, Rose, honey. I'm sorry. What did I just do?
Honey, we know dieting is tough. We've all been there. Stan and I went through a weight loss through sex diet. The idea of being every time you felt hungry, you would substitute food with some sexual activity.
Did it work?
I gained 18 pounds.
Well, fine, I won't have my sensible meal. Today's my anniversary. I'll just have my last shake tonight. Where's my shake?
Jesus.
You heard me. I said, where's my shake?
I needed something to wash down the little pie.
Oh,
It was so fishy.
I don't believe you.
Well, if it's any consolation, I'm still hungry.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, now here comes trouble. What happened to him? He's strong. I'm gonna start coming on.
Okay, buddy boy, here it is. You hide my clothes, I'm wearing everything you own.
Oh my God!
By the way,
That
who
is
fixed
not-
this stuff out for you? Stevie Wonder?
Oh my God! This is not so the opposite of taking somebody's underwear.
Oh, look at me, everybody. I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing anything else on me? If I wasn't going commando.
Oh God!
Yeah, I gotta get out of this. I'm too hot in this.
Okay, enough.
Enough.
I'm sick of this, okay? I've had it up to here with the two of you. Neither of you could come to the play.
Jesus, what a baby!
Yeah, Rose, way to ruin it. I was just on my way to get dressed. Okay?
Oh, he's strong.
Acting coach.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Bravo!
Thank you for coming, everyone. Have
You're
a good
welcome.
night.
Time to go home.